Shalom. Shalom, shalom. It's me, Naomi. And here I am in the home of my friend Sandra. It's a lovely place. She's asked me to come to you this morning and share about the Almighty One's blessing plan. I'm not sure why she's asked me, since she knows it very well. But I will begin in the first scroll of Moshe. I believe you call it Genesis, and Sandra says chapter 12 and 13, but this I don't know. You can read it for yourself. I want to tell you about my father, Avram, and his life. He was living comfortably when the Almighty One came to speak to him. And when he did, Avram's response was Hineni. Now, do you know the meaning of this word? It means, here am I. In that simple word, it was Avram saying that he had allegiance to the Almighty One, and that his heart was willing to hear and to follow him. And so when the Almighty One said, "Come, follow me to a land that I will show you," Avram did that. He gathered up his household and the household of his brother Lot, and they began to travel. And they went on until they came to the land of Canaan, where the Almighty One told them this was the place, and they set their tents. And Avram went out, and he built an altar, and he worshipped the Holy One in that place. But a famine followed. And so Avram gathered up everyone, all the people, all the herds, all the flocks, and moved off to the land of Egypt so they would have food. But he was very concerned about the Pharaoh, that the Pharaoh was going to take a fancy to his beautiful wife Sarai, and so he told her to say that she was his sister and not his wife. And that is what happened. Pharaoh took her. But the Almighty One made it clear what was happening, and Pharaoh returned Sarai and then banished Avram and his entire household from the land. And so they were on the road. They were traveling again. They went around until they came back to Bethel, where the first altar was built, and there Avram worshipped the Almighty One again. But after some time, there was quarreling between the herdsmen of Lot and Avram. And Avram said, "This will not do. This will not do." And so he went to Lot and said, "Choose where you will go. Choose where you will go so that we can separate and our flocks will have enough space to eat and our people will not be so close together." And Lot chose the Jordan Valley because it was the most beautiful. And he went off. The Almighty One spoke to Avram again and told him to look across all the land that he could see, that he would give it to him, and Avram's responsibility was to walk all around the land. And so he did. Avram began to travel again. And he went on until he came to the place called Hebron. And when he was there, he set up another altar to the Almighty One. Now, an altar is a very important thing because it is a visible representation of the allegiance, the love, and the worship, the honor that Avram had for the Almighty One, for the whole world, for the unseen world to see, probably for his own heart to remember to worship also. And this is where they were. Now, the Almighty One came and made it clear to him all the blessings of generations to come, countless, that would be his one day, in spite of his behavior, of the lying, and in spite of the difficulty of the travels even, and of the upset between the two tribes, the clans. The Almighty One continued to bless in spite of the sin and the errors, in spite of the difficulty, and even the terrible trials. Because, let us remember this part, because Avram continued to trust and to follow and to worship the Almighty One. These are the things we need to remember when we consider the Almighty One's plan of blessing. Thank you very much. I hope I've done a good job, Sandra. Thank you. Shalom. Shalom.